Actually clearing this morning here, so you're back to sun and only a high of about 12. Over to Heidi.
Thanks, Elise. It is a busy time of year on roadways, of course, with parents and students heading back to school. There are school buses to watch for, children crossing the street, and plenty of motorists. According to a new poll released by CAA, Canadian parents report that distracted driving and speeding are still a problem in school zones. Gary Howard of CAA Atlantic is here to explain and offer back-to-school safety advice. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
So there's still an issue in school zones. Parents are seeing it, according to this new poll.
Yeah, 84% of parents with school children are seeing this kind of behavior, and that includes distracted driving, speeding, ignoring signs, even aggressive driving, like honking horns and moving around children too quickly.
Right, exactly.
And it doesn't seem to be getting better. 55% of those polled said it's worse than it ever was.
Oh, okay, so they're actually noticing kind of a worsening situation as opposed to things being improved. And distracted driving is one of the top things they noticed as well, so that's a problem, especially when there are kids darting in and out and whatnot. So the nature of school travel has changed too, and how is that being reflected?
Well, fewer schools, so a lot more busing and driving by parents. So back in the days when we used to walk to school 20 miles uphill and back.
Yeah, both ways.
Yeah, those days are gone. So more and more kids are being driven to school either by bus or by parents, so it becomes even more of an issue.
So what are some top things to keep in mind for people who are either, dropping off their kids or picking up kids, or even just other motorists who are in the area?
Well, obviously slow down and obey the speed limits, and you should do that all day, because a lot of kids will play in the school playground afterwards, so you shouldn't just do it during school hours. So watch your speed limit, watch the signs. If you do see children crossing, make eye contact with them, just to make sure that that they see you and you see them, and the same for kids. Obviously, distracted driving, that causes, you're 23 times more likely to be involved in an accident if you're texting and driving. Same goes for kids. Don't text and walk.
Okay, good point there as well, of course. And we note school zone speeds, and they change depending on where you are in the country too.
Yes.
So depending on where you are, take note of the signs. School buses, what do people need to remember there?
Be there early. Obviously, you don't want to be running to your bus. Keep away from the roadway until it's time to get on. And again, even though the school bus lights may stop, and as they're pulling away, still keep your eye on other cars, because they may move too quickly. So eye contact is the biggest thing. Just make sure you see the other person. Yeah.
Right, and again, paying attention too. Also, the flashing lights. People need to pay attention to that as well on school buses.
On school buses, and a lot of major crosswalks also have the flashing lights as well. So just keep an eye on making sure that everyone is seen, both the car and the student.
You can actually reduce traffic by walking. If you're interested in that.
And in some cases you can park in a safe place, a block away, and the child can walk the rest of the way. And I've seen this with my daughter. For drop-off zones, obey those rules, because sometimes people will sneak around, or trying to get their kid closer or quicker or faster, those kinds of things. So, and it's all about moving the traffic through safely, but also quickly, so more people can get dropped off.
So pay attention to those drop-off zones and times as well, because they're there for a reason.
Yes.
Stay safe out there at this time of year and all times of year, and we'll put a link to CAA Atlantic, which has great resources on road safety and travel safety, anything you need to know about getting on the go. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. We have more CTV Morning Live coming up in